Hi, my name is Mustaffa. I'm coming from Kashmir and I'm living here in Trivandrum from last almost 20 years now. I am a science graduate. I have this business this is a family business, and I work for an insurance company called Allianz for second half of my day. And yeah, that's about it. I'm happy in my life, what I have.
Okay, thank you, Mustaffa, for being here with the interview. So, first of all, I would like to ask you, do you have a religious belief, a religion
Yes, indeed. I am a Muslim, yes, and I am somebody who does prayers all the time. I pray 5 times a day. We Muslims pray 5 times in a day. Although I can't make it on time because we're supposed to do it on specific times. But I can't do it because when I work, it's not possible to go on a break and pray. But I still make it a point that I pray 5 times in a day, although I pray it once altogether.
Okay. So it's like a family tradition to be this Muslim, or is it your grandfather and your mother?
Indeed, I have inherited this belief, Islam, from my parents, and I think whichever faith I would have born in, I would have followed it to the core because that's my nature. And I was born to a Muslim parents, and I am Muslim. And if I was born to somebody else, a Jew or a Hindu or Christian, I would have been practicing somebody who will follow the faith.
Okay.
Whichever faith, it doesn't matter. It's just that I was born to Muslims, and I think that's the right faith.
Yeah, okay. So it sounds like this really means a lot to you in your life.
Indeed, yes, it means a lot to me in my life. I think so many times when I'm feeling very bad and very down, my belief helps me to believe that I will come back, and I am sure I will come back. I'm going through a very tough time right now, but every day when I pray and I have this faith that everything will be fine. Like yesterday I was going to work, and all of a sudden I realized the cab driver is not going to come to where he normally picks me up, and I didn't have any transport at all. And I said, okay God, I don't have, I don't want to miss my cab, please help me. And just 5 minutes down the line, somebody came and picked me up on a bike, I didn't even ask. He stopped and said, do you want to go home? I said, okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah.
He dropped me home, and then I didn't have any more transport to come back to Kovalam Junction. And all of a sudden, one of my, somebody who lives in the same building, said, where are you going? Why are you not taking your car? I said, no, I don't take my car because I have a cab to take from another spot. Me to the Kovalam Junction, so definitely he's looking after me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it your experience that when you ask for help, you get it? If
100%. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Me, I think somebody who doesn't even believe in him, he still is with him. He loves whoever is on this planet. Whether it's trees, whatever is there existing on this planet, the Almighty I believe in, He loves everybody. He's not specific to anybody.
No.
He helps everyone.
So it's like you said that it's only good things. So God is only, as you said, it's only good things He wants to do with people.
Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
God, we in Islam we believe that God loves us 100 times more than our parents. And I have just become a father, and I see how much I love my son. And this is the only time when I realize how much my parents would have gone through to have me and to look after me. And can you imagine, the God loves, He doesn't say specifically Muslims, He says I love humans 100 times more than your parents. And in Quran, if you will see hundreds and thousands of times, God addresses not to Muslims, although He does say Kul ya mu'minun, which means believers, but He does refer to humans as Kul a'udhu birabbin nas. Oh, whoever is there on this planet Earth, He's addressing to everybody. He's not specific to Muslims or anybody.
Okay. So it sounds like this religion really gives you meaning in your life.
Meaning in my life,
it is.
This
is most important, or is it anything else you think that's really gives you meaning?
Yeah, life is, everything that you have in life is equally important, and religion helps you to live a balanced life. It kind of, guides you or takes you away from trouble, and as long as you follow it, what exactly is said. There are lots of people, who, like, I'll tell you an example. In my office, there is some girl who actually all of a sudden started to wear hijab and all that. And I know what kind of a girl she was just 3 months, 4 months back. And she is still the same, nothing changed in him. She just started to wear this hijab, which I actually don't like her to wear, because she's portraying this hijab in a wrong manner, because she was altogether a different girl a few days ago. She was not following anything. She would do all the nasty things, and which she was not supposed to do. Belief, I'm a Muslim, my belief says you should not drink alcohol. Why shouldn't we drink alcohol? What's wrong in it? I realized that once we drink, we lose our conscience and we can do anything. We can become, we can lose our humanity, we can do lots of other things which are not nice. And she was doing all this just a few months ago. And all of a sudden she started to wear, and I believe when you look at it, because in my business I have learned body language as well. I can quite understand lots. When you sell, you tend to understand these things. And I can see she has not changed at all. I don't know why she changed this. So there are lots of people in this planet now who actually, for the sake of showing off, or I don't know what exactly they're trying to achieve by this, they say we are so and so, but it's not show off. The faith, our faith, Islam, is not to, to show off, wear certain clothes and be in certain manner. It's not that. I'm from Kashmir. Kashmir is a place where all the Sufis are coming from. Do you know anything about Sufism?
No.
Sufis are the people, like I know one Sufi I met in my life who said, God made all of us, it's like a garden. This whole world is like a garden. It's a beautiful garden. And can you imagine if there were only red roses are considered to be beautiful. If only red roses were there, will it be as nice as if there were many different colored roses? So everything is equally important for him. It's not that he just wants the red roses in this planet. Everything is important in this world that he has created. So yes, my faith helps me to be who I am. Several times I was feeling very down, and it's helped me to come up again and believe that things will be fine, and it has helped me. And millions of times when somebody hurt me or somebody disturbed me psychologically or physically, I held to my faith saying, okay, everything will be fine. It became fine. Like I'm coming from Kashmir, there was a lot of trouble in Kashmir. We would because of the trouble, soldiers will come and ask us to come out of our houses, sit on the road, it might be raining, it might be very sunny. We just have to wait there till they ask us to go inside, or they'll ask somebody to come and search maybe if anybody is a terrorist or something. So all these things, it was very tough. Can you imagine somebody asking you all of a sudden to come out of your own house and ask you to sit on a road just because he wants you to sit on a road? So, and still we believe that it is on for our good, everything will be fine, and it all became fine.
Okay, so you think it's a problem when people don't have this, if you don't have a religion, if you have difficult times?
Not necessarily, because I've come across lots of people who are better humans than somebody who is faithful.
Okay.
I have come across one British guy who was very touching to me. When tsunami came, he came from England. He asked everybody in the neighborhood whether they want to donate some money for these people who have suffered. He collected this money. I think he had 2,000 pounds he had collected. He didn't give it as a charity to somebody. He came in person, he took a leave from his work, came in person, built a boat for these fishermen and helped them to, start living normal like they were before. Which is something, who would do that? We all are fine to give money if we have. But can you actually take off your time and do this for somebody, and then without expecting anything? And I know one more girl who is from Gujarat. She's a friend of mine. One day I told her there is one driver in our company whose both the kidneys are not functioning. So they will have to, do plantation, or they have to, change his kidneys. It would cost a lot of money. Although lots of people in the office helped him, but it was not sufficient. This girl, she didn't know him. She didn't know who it is. I just told her, and she gave me money to give him. It was as big chunk of money as lots of us had all given all together. That's humanity. She's a Hindu. And she does what all Hindus have to do. And she's even more close to God than I think I am, because that gesture shows it off, like what is inside.
Okay, so
it's not necessary if you're a Muslim, you are the best on this planet. It's the faith, how good you are inside humanity.
Yeah, exactly. So it's more of how you are inside than actually the religion, but the religion can help you when you're feeling.
And I think, yes, of course, if she did this nice gesture, it is because she's also a very religious person. She's also, but it's not necessarily only the religious people will do it.
No.
Some people who are not at all believers, they also do good things. It's not necessarily you have to be a believer. But some people it helps, some people it doesn't. Some people are happy to say, my belief is myself. I do all good things. I don't care what I get for it, whether I don't get anything. I just do whatever is right for me. So they are also very nice people. There's nothing wrong with them. They are exceptionally good people actually, because they don't want to bother they don't want to disturb anyone's harm.
You talk about how it's important if you're religious that you do it the full. You said that you have to pray 5 times a day, but you can't say that. Maybe I pray a little and I find meaning in that. You think it's important that you do it. Follow it.
It's like, yes, sometimes even if I can't get time or if something happened that I may not. But then I will try my level best to do whatever is instructed or whatever we have learned or whatever we have taught. I'll try my level best to do it. If I can't, I can't. He knows it. I'm not deliberately doing it. I would like to follow whatever is there. If some things that I can't do, I can't do it. That's it.
Okay.
But I will try my level best to do it. Like I make it a point in the office, and I think I'm the only guy in the office who actually they allow to go and pray. It's something exception they're making for me. That I go half an hour, I say my prayers and come back and start working again. This is nobody else does, and there are lots of other Muslims as well. They don't do it. It's different belief. They are fine also. They don't have any problems. They do fine in their life. But I like to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's also you talk about how humanity and how you feel the nice you are to another person. It's important as well.
Indeed.
So if you have to talk a little bit about how this love and kindness means to you, what do you think it's
being
important
nice?
in life? Yeah.
It's part of the faith also, because our Prophet, when there was a war, that time there were wars between non-believers and believers and all that. And the prisoners of war, they collected, and few of them were tied so hard that they were crying, their hands were tied and all that. And then Prophet was somewhere else, he came, he felt, I don't know what energy, I can't really understand that, it's really high level. He heard it from somewhere, or he got a signal saying, oh, these people are in pain, please let them free. Don't let them go, and so that they can attack you again, but let them free of this pain. So you can understand what that means. So you're not supposed to harm anyone. This is not Islam. We are not taught to harm anybody.
No.
But we are taught, if somebody is in trouble, you should fight for him, you should help him. Lots of times in India, this has happened that a girl in a train in front of lots of other people got raped. Other people didn't mind because they don't want to disturb the harmony of their life. So if they get involved, either they will get injured or then they have to go to the police and all that. That is something I would not do. I will get involved. Even if I get killed, I don't mind. I will do whatever it takes to help. I won't just sit back. I will make it a point that I be a part of it and save that girl, whoever it is. It doesn't matter. I may not know her, but I will do it because that's my faith. I'm always taught that when somebody is in trouble, we should help them. No matter what, you will suffer, and if you do, that's your fate.
So in overall, do you think it's possible to improve this ability to love another person or maybe yourself, not only in religion's name, but as a humanity?
Yeah, I mean, there is always a possibility of improvement everywhere in the world. There are lots of people. Even I have millions of other things that I need to correct in myself. I know you can't know that. I know that inside me how ugly I am, so I have to correct them. I try my level best, whatever I can do.
Okay, so does your religion help you in this way to improve this ability?
Oh yes, 100%. Yeah. It stops me. I know I'm not supposed to drink. When we go on a party in our office, I find it difficult also because other people don't get along with me because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't get to do lots of other things which they think is fun. For me, it's not fun at all. It's not fun for me at all. So I find it really difficult to be with these people because I can't settle with them. and they are part of my life. We work together. But I'm happy. I know this is helping me in my real life because I'm a good human being. My wife loves me like mad because she knows I am not going to harm anyone. I'm a good person, and that's what I want in my life. I would like my son to be proud of me, to be, to feel good that I am his father. I have done something nice in my life.
So sometimes it can be social problematic, you think, if you have to follow this religion in social aspects, it can be a problem.
At times, yes, it can be. It's like somebody in my office also told me that, if you go to Dubai, you will have freedom of all this. There they will go 5 times prayer, whichever work you have. You can go pray on time, and it's all Muslims everywhere, Muslims, and then you'll make much more money as well. Yes, if I was there, it would be much easier. But here, this is part of life. You can't change it. I am not going to tell anybody to be the way I am. They are who they are. I am who I am. I don't mind what they are. I'll do my own business. They do their own.
So it's how you feel yourself is important also. It's not just to make them happy. Also, it's just you have to feel good yourself.
That's one thing that when I do certain things, it's also to make others happy as well. So if I do something which is not nice or which is not good, then if it doesn't harm you, it will at least catch your attention. Okay, you saw it first time. Like in Sufis, what they did, Islam, how it came to Kashmir was these people didn't ask anybody to become Muslim. They just were exceptionally good human beings, very, very good human beings. Like I have tried millions of times doing this. There was one rich, his name is Kjerrumgaard Dastagir. He is a big saint in the Islam. He is very, very big saint. What he did is, he was a big merchant. He had ships. Somebody came and told him, Dastagir, your ships sank. And he said, Alhamdulillah. And then after 2 minutes he came back and said, oh, it was a wrong message. No, our ships are fine. And he said, Alhamdulillah. And people who were sitting with him said, how can you do that? That means thank you, God. Okay. How can you thank God just like that? It was a big loss. He said, yeah, he gave me, I lost it, okay. And he gave it back to me. I'm happy, Alhamdulillah, I thank him. And yes, it's very easy to say, but practically in life, try doing it. Yeah. It takes me 2 days sometimes to realize to say, oh, I could say Alhamdulillah for this.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
These are the, because of their behavior and the way they lived, we still, it's been hundreds of years, we still learn from their life. We still love them for what they did for Islam, what kind of people they were. I mean, they made Islam proud, but unfortunately, this time we are not good people. We are not like them. If we could follow what they did in life, it will be exception. Like, life will be very beautiful. But unfortunately, people have become fanatics, and Wahhabism is spreading like what we say, a bushfire. So it's catching everywhere, and it's danger. West, they're happy because Saudi is giving them oil. They don't want to interfere. That's the snake's head. Kill them. They are the biggest trouble in the world right now. They are people who are giving oil money to these people, and they start IS and all this. We don't like them. Unfortunately, media only portrays these IS people. There are people like me, millions of us. We don't believe, we hate them to the core. Yeah. But nobody knows us. People know what they do. Yeah. They don't know what we do.
No.
The media it doesn't interest media what we think.
No.
But it does. How many are there? How many IS people? Are there 1,000, 10,000, 100,000? We are millions. We are a lot more many people who believe this is not right. This is not how it should be. It's never acceptable in Islam to do what they are doing. Yesterday I read in the newspaper that they have started doing organ trading, which means they take off. There are doctors in the group who take the organs from the body. I mean, this is not Islam, never at all. This is not. We have never ever heard that we can harm anybody, not at all. But unfortunately, they have become heroes because media gives them a lot of interest. Media gives them a lot of attention.
Do you think that that's why they do it, or why? Because they do it in the religion's name. They believe, but as you said,
they are much stronger. They are much strong believers than us. Because they believe, see what happens is like what happened in Iraq, what happens in Israel, like Palestine and all that. If I show you, like, why did these people get so much attention in the West? because they show that beheading and all that. It's really touching, you know. You get so annoyed. How can they do this to a human being? And same technology, same procedure they're doing to other people. They show me a video. Drone bombed some of their hideout, where I could see 3 families. Ladies are holding their babies in their lap. 3 ladies. One baby is a little bigger. His head is not to be seen, and they're somewhat frozen. And it's very touching. It challenges me inside, saying, do you think this is right? Should you not try to protect these people? They are your people. Can we do something for them? But no, this is not the way. I have always, like, my nephews are younger than me, and they always close to me. I always tell them, if you really want to do something good for Islam, study well.
Yeah.
Because if you study, you do something nice, that will improve our life. That will make everyone's life nice, and then we will not be in trouble, because we are weak, we're getting in all these trouble because we don't have education.
Okay, you believe that's why it's a problem. They get attention, and that's why they don't know anything else. So
because see, somebody shows somebody who's a doctor in UK, why would he throw away his comfortable life away? Because he's shown all these videos, and they tell him, do you want to sit back and relax and have fun in your life? And people are dying. People are dying. This is over people, right? This is what they say. This is over people. How can you live so comfortable life when these people are struggling? Should we not do anything for them? And they're ready to throw away their life and come in to get into this trouble. Their belief is even more stronger. And then once they get into this, they are taught to do all these nasty things.
Yeah, like
but in the beginning, their faith, I think they're much more stronger than me. I will not throw away my life for something like this. Not at all. Because I think there are better ways of correcting it. But somebody who throws away comfortable life, much better life than me, just because his people are suffering, his faith is much more stronger. It's just that he doesn't know how to do it, to use it correctly. If he knew, there is one somebody I heard a video of recently. His name is Uwais. He is saying the same thing. He's a leader, he's a parliamentarian from Hyderabad. He says, all these people, they're destroying the faith, they're actually misrepresenting, they're making people believe that Islam is something else when it is not what they are doing. And he's saying, if you really want to do jihad, you want to help Muslims, come give your money, spend your time and teach these people. They are struggling, they are dying, they don't have education. There are in rural India, how many Muslim children are dying of diarrhea? Can you imagine? Diarrhea is not even a disease, it's killing children because we don't have money, we don't have ways to cure. And he's saying, come, help this is the real thing. If you want to really do something for Islam, help these people.
Yeah, so this could give you meaning. Yeah.
But again, if you will go across Trivandrum, you will see lots of places. I close my eyes, if you will see what kind of pictures they have put on the walls from Israel. It is heartbreaking. And every time I see this child, I think of my son, and it breaks me inside so much. It's hard to see someone there is a picture going to Trivandrum, one place where somebody is holding his baby. He's frozen completely. His little baby, what did he do? And it's very touching. So this is how they get you into trouble. They show you all these things, and you think, I can't live comfortably, I have to do something. What can I do? You get into this trouble.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you.